What up, Pink ladies, T-Birds, just happen to be watchers of my shit. My name is Jimmi Pynk, and I'm sexy, I'm cute, I'm popular to boot. Anyway, let's get up in this gig because I'm just not even gonna tell y'all I'm a little bit salty. My pink ladies and my T-Birds, y'all know I was team fucking James. I'm team Nina, team Eureka, team James. And James is our first casualty. She was the first one that didn't make cheer trials. Bitch, let me tell you why I'm so mad though. Couple reasons. Number one, the lip sync was to motherfucking Love Shack. Your whole fucking aesthetic is the 60s blonde bombshell. How the fuck do you lip sync so fucking horrible to Love Shack? That shit's custom motherfucking built for you. This challenge to me, if you're already playing the blonde bimbo bombshell, being the cheerleader is in your fucking wheelhouse. I cannot believe how bad James did, to the point where I even said on Twitter, I was like, is she just getting a fucked up edit? You can't be possibly fucking this up this bad. But apparently she was. So, I'm sorry we jumped into all that, so we'll just do pictures of the look goes as follows around the town. Now, number two that pissed me off, Kimora blackout, night night nigga. I already knew you wasn't gonna be shit in the cheerleading challenge because I've watched a lot of the girls' lip syncs and checked out what they did on YouTube, which is why I'm surprised that James did so poorly. But I had discussed that before, like, just because you're a fierce fucking queen doesn't mean what you do is gonna translate well to Drag Race. And clearly that's the case with James because I adore James. Please go check out James' YouTube channel. It's amazing. Kimora, I've seen your Instagram pictures, that's good. I've seen some people post you lip syncing, that's not. But when this bitch was like, is this the 80s? Who does cartwheels anymore? A lot of queens do them in their lip sync. On top of the fact that you ain't that old. So unless you was homeschooled, you ain't never seen a motherfucking cheerleader do a cartwheel. That is still a key primary element. I don't know, and I used to be a cheerleader back in the day. Alright, Twitter, I got you. I don't know a cheerleading trial that you go to that you don't at least get to do a cartwheel. Because this is going to piss me off. For now. Hopefully it's turned back on. Anyway, number two. First of all, I'm ready for this bitch to go home, so I'm mad that she was in the bottom and she didn't go home. I'm like, as soon as they said it was Love Shack, I was like, all right, Kimora going home, and then James just, I don't know what the fuck James did. Good night. But then this white outfit. Okay, so let's talk about these outfits. Let's just get into the outfits right now. Because for real, the challenge, especially as a former cheerleader, especially after VH1, set that shit up for you. Just set it up on the T-ball for you to hit the fucking home run. And I'm like, that cheer challenge was busted. Sorry about it. Maybe I'm looking at it a little bit too closely because I am a former cheerleader, but I was not here for it at all. But let's look at the runway. So first of all, you know, they showed the runway and they went by real quick. And I will tell you, my initial reactions to the first three people that I was like sickening was Valentina, Eureka, and Cynthia. Now, I know a lot of people was not going to like Eureka's. But let me tell you, as a motherfucking bio queen, as a real woman, white is not your motherfucking friend if you did. It shows every bump, lump, and curve. And for her to just do a bustier and a motherfucking white pantsuit, bitch, that's what you do when you go to a white party and you a big girl. Because white show up everything. It shows everything, and I was kind of feeling because it was like a tuxedo, but she had like a wide leg pants and that bustier because she like Well, you gonna see the part of me that is in shape, which is this waist is motherfucking cinched, bitch, and these titties is like, mwah. So I was all over it. Valentina, just fucking gorgeous. And I'm proud of Valentina because even me, I'm like, why is everybody so team Valentina? I'm gonna have to see a little bit more. Like, yeah, she gorgeous, but what else you do? She showed up for the challenge. She showed up for the challenge, and she was my favorite look on the runway. That was gorgeous. Michelle Visage, you wrong for reading her for the motherfucking nude shoes. Because guess what? A lot of brides don't wear white shoes. They wear a nude shoe. Yes, usually it's see-through, but she is drag queen. And secondly, that dress was so long, you was only getting a peep of that motherfucking nude. Quit playing. You just had to find something to fucking say. And Cynthia, bitch. That's how you come back. That shit was fire, that little fascinator. I was like, I'm living, Cynthia. That's how you come back, bitch. Yes, you gonna come back. You don't come to play. You come to slay. But let me go ahead and go in order. So Nina, y'all know I'm team Nina Bonita Brown. We did not get a lot of her this episode. I do want to know what was going on with the challenge girl. Like, you was the captain. Was that shady editing, or was you just kind of like, I'm gonna let these bitches do it? Because I felt like I didn't see a lot of leadership there. And the all-white outfit was just nothing that stood out to me. I will say this. I meant to say that at the beginning. I even had it in my notes. Because I've been to white parties. It is very hard to stand out when everybody has on all white. It's even a little bit easier to do when you have on all black. White is just not a color. It's associated with, like, you know, bridal, which is probably why Valentina stood out. In fact, I'm surprised she's the only one that thought about being a bride. Communion. Easter pageant. Like, white is just not that color. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I mean, but I was happy that we didn't see a lot of Nina this episode, because I knew right off the end, I said, well, damn, she the fucking captain of the challenge, and they ain't even talked to her or nothing. I was like, oh, okay, this bitch safe, because they ain't even featuring her, so I'm cool with that. Alexis had on an all-white pageant look. Like I said, it was pretty, didn't stand out. Shea Coulee. Slay Coulee won the challenge to me. I will say that. I felt like she won. I was like, come through, back, walk over. Yes, bitch, you better get in that motherfucking cheerleader motherfucking mode. But I knew that even when Nina picked her first, I said, why would you not pick Shea and Aja? Y'all know they motherfucking dance and buck and shit the house down. Why would you not pick them? That was just dumb not to. But the bodysuit was cute. I mean, but it was a white bodysuit. Again, like I said, like it's hard to stand out in white. None of these looks really stood out to me except for the three that I named. So, Charlie, I thought Charlie looked lovely. She was giving me, y'all watch Once Upon a Time, she was giving me, remember when the chick from Lost, and they was doing Frozen, and she was the Snow Queen, and she was Anna and Elsa's aunt, but didn't nobody know she even existed, and she used to have on like that white dress with that white cape with the fur. She was very much giving me that, and I thought Charlie looked lovely. Sasha, who actually wore a wig on the runway, I appreciated that. I will say I can tell that you don't wear wigs that often, because that side piece, and you bald too, like that could have been laid a little bit. It was very obvious that it was a wig, like it was very blunt on the side. But I know she don't wear wigs all the time, but it was a nice change of pace. I do like that her white had like some silver elements to it, so it did stuck out a little bit, but it was just okay. I was impressed that she did come out looking a little more glamorous than like her usual. She's not relying on that artsy this week, so I was happy about that. Aja, bitch, this Illuminati princess. That was a cute story, boo, but no. It was alright. Like, I didn't hate it. It wasn't like, boo, that was at my bottom. But you had on a white monk robe and you had on a fucking bondage mask. Okay. Story was cute, though. It was giving me Kennedy Davenport tease where I'm like, no, this is just what you had white and you made up a story to go with it. Like, that seemed like something that would have had a reveal underneath it, bitch. It was a monk's robe. It was a white monk's robe. James Mansfield, I actually like James' look. It was giving me some Ben de la Creme tease, but I don't want to say they have the same aesthetic. I will say, because they don't, I will say they have the same influences. Like it's that very 60s pinup look. So I thought that this fit very well with James' aesthetic. I thought that white on white fur was absolutely beautiful. I do wish that she would have had on a better wig with that. I don't mind that the wig was platinum blonde, because a lot of the girls wore white wigs. I didn't mind that the wig was platinum blonde. I wish it would have been styled a little bit better. And I wish she'd had on a necklace that was a little more blingy. I wish it would have been like big gentlemen prefer blonde diamonds with that. Like, I'm expensive, bitch. I got on fur, I got on diamonds, so I do wish she'd have did that. I also want to stand up for her biscuit shoes, because her shoes are accurate to the era that she is portraying. And I know a lot of people be like, she got on them little flat heels and I don't like that. That's what the fuck they wore in the 60s. I'm going to give her a pass for that, even though I do not like the thick tights and you can't see the toes. But I'm going to give her a pass for the shoes, because for her aesthetic, those shoes are accurate. Like I said, Cynthia, bitch, that's how you come back. She get my slow clap of the episode. Bitch, that's how you come back. We glad that you are healthy. I'm so glad that your cancer is in remission. It wasn't no surprise. We all knew it was going to be Cynthia, so glad to have her back. Farrah. Farrah's beautiful. Farrah's always beautiful. Farrah did a showgirl again, just in white. Now, if that would have been hometown look last week, and maybe you wouldn't have did a showgirl for Vegas, and then the would have came out this in all white in the showgirl, you might have would have been one of my standouts, because it was gorgeous. It's just that premiere party already. Last week, this week, like it's a showgirl, it's a feather hair piece again, girl. Like I said, Valentina was perfection. Valentina actually ended up winning the whole challenge, which is good for her. Like I said, she did stand out in the challenge to me, and on the runway, she was my absolute top. So, good for you, Valentina. Now you can show these bitches you got something to work with. You showed me, because I was just like, alright, she pretty, but show me something. You showed me something. So, I'm looking forward to see what else you do. Trinity. Trinity did do a good job in the challenge, especially when she said she was afraid of heights. And for her to actually be the one that was at the very top of the pyramid, like, she nutted up. Like, I know it's supposed to be drag queens, but she nutted up. She put her big boy pants on and was like, this is a competition. Is this what I got to do? I'm going to do this shit. And she did it. I didn't see no fear in her face when she was performing, so great job. Trinity. Also, her outfit I liked. At first, I wrote I only liked the top of it, but then like I seen it again, and I was like, no, I like that whole thing. And she was the only one that did, like, it was like a vinyl or a faux leather, but she was the only one that did like that type of fabric, so it stood out. I do not agree with Michelle and them, like, we've seen this before. Like, yeah, that's because you've had a futuristic runway, but I've never seen nobody do it with the ruffles. I've never seen that. I've never seen that. I've never seen the futuristic look that feminine, and I definitely never seen it in all white. So I disagree, and I thought she did a great job with that. Kimora. I'm going to come back to Kimora because I'm about to read Kimora for filth, so we're going to skip over her right now. Peppermint. I thought it was lovely. I got the Elvis reference with the hair and, you know, the Vegas jacket, but again, it's hard to stand out in all white, even looking at them before they said who was safe, and just seeing them just stand, even the ones that I felt like stood out, like with them all next to each other and all white. It's like, bitch, I can't tell where one end and the other one begin. Like, this is just, please don't do an all white challenge no more. Like, it's, at least when you do like an all green challenge or a black and white challenge or an all pink runway, there's different shades, there's different ways to do it, there's different ways to combine it, but white is just fucking white. And like I said, I think I already went over Eureka because I was talking about being a big girl in the pantsuit. I know that hair is her trademark hair, and I don't love the hair, but because she had on like that tuxedo, and it was kind of giving me a little bit of Victoria realness, like, like, I could be an effeminate dude, or I could be a masculine man. I mean, I'm just serious, an effeminate dude, or I could be a masculine female in this outfit, so the hair worked for me. And then the tops were Shea, Valentina, and Trinity. I agree. I do think Shay should have won, but Valentina won. Kimora, Charlie, and James was in the bottom. I don't know if Charlie should have been in the bottom, but you got to have 3. Kimora and James definitely. Like, that was a no-brainer. That was just like, Charlie, you was safe. Baby, somebody just had to be in the bottom. We couldn't just say there was only a bottom 2 and y'all bitches was terrible. So, Charlie, you was alright. I was kind of mad. Like, why y'all got Charlie at the top of the pyramid doing stunts with her old ass? She even said that. She was like, this might be the best thing for somebody 52 years old. You damn right it ain't. Alright, so Kimora. It is very hard to stand out when everybody is wearing all white. And Kimora stood out to me as being absolutely fucking horrible. Wrong way to stand out. First of all, bitch, you got on the same outfit you had on last week for Lady Gaga. Like, quite literally. Some straps, a fucking captain's hat. Okay, quite literally, this is the same thing you had on last week. Secondly, how you gonna say rhinestones is for ugly bitches and your whole hat was fucking rhinestone? That's number 2. Number 3, this is an all-white challenge. You can get away with a little bit of an accent color. Eureka had the black fur on her thing because it was black in the middle of a bow of her bustier. A lot of the girls had crystal and silver elements. That's fine. But bitch, you cannot have on this nautical hat, all these gold necklaces around your neck looking like Mr. T's goddaughter, some gold motherfucking boots up to here, and then this blue and white patriotic fucking bikini top underneath this shit. And I'm just like, and Michelle said it, why are the gloves not white? Why is the top underneath not white? We would have got nautical just from the fucking hat. Now, they said she didn't know how to tell a story. I disagree. I think if this would have been a nautical challenge, I would have been fine with her look, even though, night, nigga, I'm bored because you just had that on last week. But I think if it would have been a nautical runway, I wouldn't have hated the gloves and the bra underneath as much as I did. However, with this being an all-white challenge, just like Michelle said, I know it seemed like that's a lot of white, but it's an all-white challenge. You made the focus on the blue. You only having your boobs, especially if you have large boobs as a bio queen or you wear a large breastplate. If you're gonna put color here, that is the focal point, bitch. That's the focal point. So that was wrong, first of all, and then second of all, it didn't even be in navy blue with stars was tacky. Like, I would have even been okay if the bra would have been gold. I'd have been okay. But them stars, and then that performance. Bitch, I forgot you was on the show. I forgot you was on the show. I don't think you're that hot of a motherfucking guy, and I like mixed dudes. It ain't got nothing to do with the fact that you gay. I can say somebody is nice looking whether they attracted to women or not. You ain't all that goddamn fine. I'ma just keep it 100. You cute. You ain't all that fine like you make like you is. That look was doing the bird, but you took it too far. And then that lip sync. Now let's get down to why I'm pissed. Because if James was going to go, Kimora should have went too, because that should have been a double fucking elimination. That shit was hot fucking garbage. And y'all know it was. Now, I know some of it is editing. But I seen some moments of both of y'all bitches being completely offbeat. And the reason why I know that that was not motherfucking editing because y'all was speaking on the right tone, but your body movements wasn't on the right tone. That's not an edit, y'all bitches was offbeat. Second of all, can we talk about Love Shack is not a song to be sexy and pooch to and do all of this? That ain't what Love Shack is. So, bitch, clearly that's all you have to fucking offer. Because nobody in their right mind will say, I'm gonna lip sync to Love Shack and I'm gonna do sexy and roll around on the floor and kick my legs up and... Who does this? you just brought Cynthia back, so it would have looked fake as hell if you was like, oh, now it's the 14th queen, but guess what, now we back down to 12 like we should be. But that should have been a double fucking elimination. If you eliminated Dax and fucking Layla McQueen for fucking up I Will Survive, both of these bitches should have went home for fucking up Love Shack in front of the fucking B-52s. And they both fucked it up. James fucked it up worse, but Kimora, you fucked it up too. If James would, if you are, and I'm gonna say this, I think had you went up against any other bitch in the competition, your ass would have went home. Because you didn't understand what the song Love Shack was. You was not portraying Love Shack. You was missing words. You wasn't on beat. And to me, that's the most important thing. You lost completely any feel to the fucking song. That is like the last fucking song that you should be pooching and trying to be sexy to. There is no slow bring up to anything, maybe on the bang, bang, bang on the door part. That was trash. That should have been double elimination. That's why I had to turn my phone off, because I tweeted that shit, and I know that's just a bunch of motherfuckers retweeting me when I said that should have been a double elimination. That's why I had to turn the phone off for the goddamn preview. But anyway, I want to thank y'all for rocking with me. Y'all know I love to kiki about Drag Race. How's y'all feeling my Bring It On realness when the ghetto girls had on the bandanas with their cheer shit? I do want to say that real quick though. That was fucking brilliant. That VH1 was like, we gonna do Bring It On, and then we gonna do, she didn't already brought it on behind it. I know next week is a Princess Challenge, so what we gonna get, the Princess Diaries, Ella Enchanted, some shit. What y'all gonna show before this next week? But anyway, thank you for rocking with me. Please let me know your thoughts below. Y'all know I'll respond back as soon as I can. I love to kiki about this shit. So let me know how you feel about this. So you know what it is. If you aren't a Pink Lady or T-Bird already, go ahead and click that little Sailor Moon subscribe button. You can also check out my Patreon, watch some other videos. I also want to thank you all for rocking with me, and I'll holler at y'all once again.